Hi everyone, these are my four different STEM resources for Module 4. The first one I'll talk about, this is actually a movie and a book. It's The Boy Who Harnessed the Wind. A little bit about it is William is a member of a village that is going through a terrible drought. So they're unable to grow their crops, which is resulting in them not bringing in any kind of money or having the food that they need to eat. So without giving the ending away, he needs to find a way to bring water to his village, and then he decides that he's going to harness the wind. Um, an explanation and identity. I personally like this because I think it's real life. I think a big part of STEM, in my belief, is making it real and making it real life. So that was one thing that really drew me to this resource. And then the other piece that brought me to this resource is it really focuses on science because it's talking about energy, the technology, because of the actual windmill that he creates, which also goes into engineering and then the math behind building everything. Another resource, this is not so much about me, but more so about my students. They really like the Secret Coders books. Um, this Secret Coders book is the first one. It's specifically about the academy left a lot of clues to solve throughout the book. It's a graphic novel, so the kids will go through and as they're reading, they need to actually solve the codes and puzzles and clues, and they're using like what they know about coding. And then overall, the kids just like the book, so I figured I'd include that as well. A podcast that I found that I thought was pretty interesting was the STEM Read podcast. It's about the connections between STEM and storytelling. This specifically drew my attention because of how you are now taking STEM and integrating it into ELA concepts, and then it just provides resources and new ideas. I personally really enjoyed teaching ELA. It was a subject I struggled with throughout my whole life. So now teaching it and understanding it and knowing how to teach my fourth graders, I enjoy doing it and they enjoy learning it. So just taking STEM into that, it's kind of what brought my attention to this podcast specifically. And then the last resource I'll talk about is the Lancaster Science Factory. I didn't actually have a chance to go there, but I've been there multiple times on different field trips. Um, it's an ideal spot for a field trip. They have many different exhibits for kids to interact with. It really focuses on the hands-on approach with STEM. There's every exhibit itself is centered around science. A lot of them have technology involved, engineering involved, and math. It provides a productive struggle for the kids as they interact with the different exhibits. One exhibit that really stuck out to me the most was there's like an electrical circuit board exhibit, and last year when we went in the middle of the year, so we didn't get to our electricity unit yet. And there's a group of five kids as they were working through trying to make the circuit board work. And they were probably there for 25, 30 minutes in total. Just their conversation and enthusiasm, and you could really see the productive struggle through them as they tried to figure it out was awesome. And then eventually they did figure it out. They got all the lights on everything to work, and overall we're just really proud of themselves. So that was one thing that really stuck out to me there. And there's another exhibit that has you have to build a bridge, which really focuses on the engineering process. In the 4 or 5 times we've been there, I've only had one group that I've worked with that actually succeeded. And when I say succeeded, it was actually built the bridge without it collapsing. But again, it was a productive struggle and just talking things out and really working together.